Good morning. Good morning. Hello, everyone. I'm here with little Moose. Hi, Moosey. Moose said he wanted to be with us this morning, so he's in here in the front and center. Thank you, Moose. Moose is just a baby, so he's very excited that he can participate. Huh. And his mama and daddy just took off. They just left for a cruise. So we're left with our little Moose this morning. And there's two other guys, but they're staying away. So I don't. You'll probably see them throughout the week while I'm here. I'm in DeLand, Florida. So let's see who else here with us, Moose. We have Mary, good morning. Oh, the drive wasn't bad at all. Thank you for asking, Mary. Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of traffic. I mean, there was traffic, of course, but it wasn't so bad. Good morning, Kathy Hand, Andrea Gregg, Annie Seven, Brandy. Good morning. So good to see you here. Blue Jean and Julie Kiss. Um, Jennifer. Good morning, Deirdre. Hi there. Suzanne has landed safe in Germany. Yay! I hope she has an amazing, amazing visit over there. All right, let's do some heart brain coherence. Want to do some heart brain coherence, Moose? You need it. Moose is just a baby, so he's not really settled in yet to being a settled down dog. He's a puppy dog with all that puppy energy. So let's do some heart brain and see if we can settle Moose down and settle ourselves. So hand on the heart. Slow down the breathing. Breathe in love. Breathe in light. Breathe in peace. Exhale anything unlike love or light or peace. Just let everything flow from you that's not needed. Let's do it again. Breathe in deeply into your lungs and let it fill your heart center. Just let it go all the way down the length of our body and into the ground. Just get very centered, very grounded in that earth energy, listening to the sound of nature, and then pull that beautiful energy back up to your heart. Let's center it all right there in our heart space. Doesn't that feel good to do that in the morning? That's the way I want to start all my days. Oh, and he actually settled down when I did that. Well, for a minute anyway. So we'll see if Moosey comes back up here to join us. He's a very jealous dog. So if he thinks I'm paying attention to anything other than him, he's going to try to demand my attention again. Good morning, Josie and Ricky in here in the morning. I love it. Good morning, Ricky. Pirate Arg. How's everybody doing? It's the weekend. So how are we? There's no blog to read to you this morning because after that trip up here last night, I don't know what happened, but I laid down in bed and I woke up this morning. So, so obviously my body needed that. And so that's what happened. Plus, I didn't have internet because I couldn't figure out their Wi-Fi last night, but I got it this morning. And we're all connected in. But I will pull us a Kuan Yin card and see what she has to say. So do check in. Let me know what's happening in your part of the world. What's going on? Like I said, I've been asleep since, I don't know, maybe 8:30, 9 o'clock last night. I just crashed. They let me rest, Kathy. Absolutely. That's what they told, is just you are going to sleep and you're just going to stay asleep. I think I woke up at some point and used the bathroom with my pajamas on, and that was about it. So, good morning, Joanne. Joanne, I'm missing you already. And Blue says we had times 9.5 solar flare, your butt got knocked out. That's the truth. It did. It really did get knocked out. That's not normal for me, and you guys know that. But anytime that I've driven more than 5 hours, it just really wipes me out. So, anyway, let's see what Kuan Yin has to say. Oh, oh, yes. This card is perfect because I know I was dreaming. I would wake up and I knew there had been a dream that I was in. So her message is dream your dreams. Trust that the desires in your heart are placed there lovingly by the universe. You are meant to dream of what you dream. I love that card. Thank you, Kuan Yin. Thank you for guiding us every day. What do you think, Moose? You like Kuan Yin? Yeah, I like Kuan Yin. She's really good. Yeah. Thank you for being calm. Aww. He is so adorable. I mean, who wouldn't love this face, right? Who wouldn't love this? It's so adorable. Huh. I may have to steal you. Your mama and daddy might come back and you'll be gone. And Joanne, you've been exhausted? Yeah, I know. It's that energy. Good morning, Brookie, Brooke and Dylan, and sweet baby Max. Brookie, any idea what time that? Oh, the solar flare. Yeah, don't know. That was like wicked energy, though. Leo, good morning. Yes, thank you, Leo. It was so good to see you while I was down south. And yes, I made it here safely. I have been to this neighborhood before. I house sat last year here at in this area, and they're like two doors down from where I'm at right now. And in fact, I'm coming back here after our weekend away up in Pennsylvania. I'll be back down here to house sit at their house. I'll be going to visit them probably tomorrow when I go out with a walk for these guys. We've never had a 10 before. Okay, well, let's just keep that 10 away from us if this is what a 9.5 did to us. Kathy, the sun is shining bright and our yard looks like a mix between swamp and pasture. I hope Bob will be able to cut through it with the riding mower. Oh my goodness. Well, he might have to let the water recede before he does that. I know, Annie, right? This little guy and Chewy would get along so well, wouldn't they? Hello, Miss Lily Ann. Oh, Lily, so good to see you here. And yes, Joanne, what will we do without our Blue giving us all those updates and keeping us informed of what's going on with the solar flares? Good morning, Charlie. Good to see you on here. Yes, Suzanne is in Germany, and I hope she has a beautiful visit there with family. I know it's been a while since she's seen them. So let's all send good vibes her way for her to have an amazing visit while she's away from us and getting some much needed rest, I think, because the girl works hard. You know, she really does. All right. So what else is happening? The weather, I don't know what's happening with the weather here in Florida. These guys that I'm house sitting for are headed west to Tampa to go on a cruise. So they'll be heading out on that cruise, I think, later today. And I hope they run into good weather and nothing wicked happening out there in the waters. Blue. So we had one flare at 5 p.m., one at 6, and I got knocked out and have not checked yet this morning. Well, we got knocked out together, Blue, because that's what happened to me after I got here and met the peeps and met the kids. I said, I'm just going to lay down for a few minutes and close my eyes because I have one eye that was bothering me. It was a little scratchy. And that was it. That was all she wrote. I didn't get to visit with them last night. Saw them for just a minute this morning before they headed out the door. But it's all good. Me and these guys are just going to hang out. I'm going to get to see Stacy Lord while I'm here because I'm very, very close to where Stacy is. So she and I are going to get together at some point this week. I think we decided on Tuesday for a get together. And I'm going to see Linda Lemieux because she's not that far from where I'm at. So yeah, it's all coming together perfectly, and I just couldn't be happier that things are working out the way the angels designed it, the way they've guided me to be where I'm going to be. Good morning, Erica. Thank you for coming on. And Lily, you have autumn. It's 2:30 in the afternoon for you. Yeah, it's 8:30 here where I'm at. Joanne says South Florida is predicted to have rain all week and possible hurricane on Wednesday. Um, is that coming from the Atlantic? I hope, Joanne. No more Gulf storms, you guys. That was too bad. And that's where my people are headed, is out to the Gulf. So maybe they will miss it. I know. I am excited too, Annie. I haven't seen Stacy. Oh gosh, probably 2 years now since I visited with Stacy. So, in fact, I think it was when Auntie Jean was with me that we came and we had lunch with Stacy and sat by the water and watched the dolphins. So excited to see her again. She sounded good when I talked to her on the phone. Um, Kathy, I guess I'm not affected by these solar flares. I watched a movie with Bob last night. Yeah, I mean, it just depends, right? I I didn't know there were solar flares, but I know that my body got knocked out, so I'm going to intend that it was the tiredness from driving up here and having to be so conscientious of people on the road, and then that flare. Oh, Annie, I do too, honey. I just love this journey that I'm on. I love that I'm starting into year number 5 on this Peace on Earth tour, and I get to meet some absolutely amazing, beautiful people. And at this retreat that we're having, well, the spiritual weekend, the spiritual experience that we will be having, I get to meet Andrea. I haven't had the pleasure yet of meeting our sweet Andrea Gregg. So she's going to be there. For anybody who hasn't met her yet, she'll be at that weekend together. And who else? Oh, Kathy has a friend that's coming that none of us have met yet. So that's exciting to be able to have somebody new in our family. Joanne's going to be there for anybody who hasn't met her. I will hug Linda. Yes, I got to spend some time with Linda, and she gives great hugs. You think it's in the Gulf? Oh dear. Well, these people may be turning around and coming back home then if that cruise ship doesn't get out of there. Uh, no hurricanes in Norway, thank God. And Blue says, I posted a little video of Kissy Boy. Oh, my little gizmo. Please send healing to his back legs. His toes are not quite working, and he's worn the top of his toes raw. He's happy, also sassy. I take him out and really have to watch him. He takes off into the woods in camouflage. He loves to play. Where is the cat? Oh, I know, Eric. I'm so glad you're going to be at that weekend with us. It's going to be amazing. Lily has a robin visits me close up to my window. He always shows up when I'm going through hard stuff, and he showed up everywhere I lived. How sweet is that? I had a cardinal visit me a couple days ago, and I also had a dragonfly that I was stopped at a traffic light, and this dragonfly just was hovering at my windshield, and I had to like go very slow for it to move away from the car. I didn't want to harm it. So it finally did move on, but dragonflies have really been coming to me a lot. All right, what else is happening? Everyone is affected, says Blue. It's like the moon, though everyone is different. Some sleep, some stay awake, some happy, some sad. Yeah. Absolutely. Oh, Lillian, I'm going to get to Norway one of these days. I'm coming to visit you. All right, let's do a couple of messages from the little angel book, which I need to order some of these to have up at the retreat. I'm going to see if I can get that done today. And type in your prayer requests and let me know if there's a number that you'd like me to read from. We'll do a couple of readings from Angels in My Pocket, which I'll make sure I have some up that way. I may have to deliver them to Suzanne's house so we can have them up there. Okay. You love dragonflies? Me too. Me too. They're one of my favorite creatures. Oh, Moosey decided to get down on the floor and go to sleep. I don't know where the others are. We also have a Jazzy and his name is Jasper, but they call him Jazz. And then we have a Maya, who is one of the sweetest dogs I've ever seen. She's very shy. She's the only female in the house with these other two boys, and she's just really shy. So I'm going to try to give her some special attention. Page 36, Erica says, so let's go there. And then we'll go to 62 for Joanne. So 36 and 62. Okay. If there was a mastermind programming you with all the answers to each scenario you encounter in life, there would be no benefit to going through the experiences. Your ability to reason and choose for yourself allows you to take ownership of your choices and to live more authentically and meaningfully. Wow, think about that. We're not robots, we're not computers, we have a brain. And if that brain was programmed like a computer, we would have a limited amount of information that we could draw from. But we're told by spirit that we're unlimited. We have unlimited ability to think and to reason and to dream. You know, that card from Kuan Yin, dream your dreams. And we're meant to dream of whatever it is that our heart desires. So I love this, and this is really good for us to think about that we're not programmed. We we have information, yes, and we can tap into that field of consciousness where everything is, all knowledge and all of the understanding. But just realize that you think for yourself, you make choices for yourself, and we make choices every minute of every day. So, what are you choosing today? How's it showing up for you to be able to say, oh, I think I will do that, or I won't do that, or what if I did this? Go into, wouldn't it be great if, and dream those dreams. Wouldn't it be great if all of the peas showed up at this spiritual gathering that we're doing, Awakening Spirit? Wouldn't it be great to see each other and hold each other and be able to be there together? I envision that. I really do. I really see all of us in one place at one time, happy together, visiting, sharing. And I'm going to dream that dream. I'm going to keep dreaming it until it becomes reality, you guys. Okay, so page 62 for our Joanne. Peace is seen in acts of kindness and understanding. Peace is an extension of compassion and love. You know, when you ask somebody what peace is, you get different answers from different people. And as I travel around on this Peace on Earth tour, I do ask. I do hold conversations with people. And, you know, when I start up a conversation with somebody, I always talk to them about how they envision peace coming into our world. And there are those that can't see it. There are those that say, no, there will never be peace in our world. And they're looking through a filter of the current state of affairs, which is not very peaceful, I have to say. There's a lot going on, a lot of turmoil, a lot of conflict. But if we look beyond that and we look with the eyes of Christ, we look with the eyes of our Creator, we know that peace is possible. And like this one says, it's an extension of compassion and love. So the more compassion we show toward each other, toward our fellow man, toward everyone that's on earth, even those that we don't like, there's going to be those that rub us the wrong way, our sandpaper people. But even then, if we look beyond what's being shown on the outside, we can show compassion to their inside. Good morning, Pritchetta. Thank you for being here, honey. All right, so that was page 62. Let me go to the next one. We're going to do a couple more. Lily says, yesterday I went to one of my trees to get healing from it to my back, and a baby dragonfly came and sat close to me, and that felt special. That's very special to have one be right there in your presence. Wonderful. Thank you for sharing that. So page 44 is what our Brandy is asking for. That rhymed, didn't it? I'm the poet this morning. Dear ones, you might hear a teaching daily for years, but then one day it really makes sense. You are ready for the teaching, whereas before you had not completely understood the truth of it. Yeah, being ready for that teaching. Sometimes we just feel it. We just feel that something's coming to us. There's going to be a new revelation. There's going to be an opening of the energy. And we're ready for that teaching. And maybe you've heard it. Maybe every morning you come on the morning show and some of it filters in and some of it doesn't. And that's okay. But then there will be that moment, like the light bulb moment, the aha moment, where you say, oh, I get it now. And it's like when that realization about trust hit me as I was sitting with the angels one night. And that hasn't been that long ago. I shared with you all, I get it now. And that's what I said to the angels. I said those very words. Oh my gosh, I get it. I understand it. And so it just takes that little tweak. It just takes that, there it is. Your eyes open, everything up here starts to work right. And it's like, okay, I understand. So don't worry if you don't understand something. You might be hearing it over and over and over again. And then all of a sudden, boom, there it is. All right, page 13 for our Lily and 11 for Kathy. And I'll put Deirdre's daily prayer up for us. Okay, page 13 says, building confidence is a skill which you innately know how to do, much like the butterfly knows how to build up its wings to soar. So soar, butterfly, soar. And that's exactly what I was just talking about. The butterfly, when it first comes out of the cocoon and it's ready to be in the world, it's not quite ready yet. It has to pump blood filtering through those wings. It has to have the nourishment to build up to being able to flap those wings and soar like it does. It doesn't happen immediately. I don't know if you all were aware of that. I wasn't aware of it until maybe 10 years ago. My dear friend Tina Vallant, love you, Tina. I know you're up there watching us. She shared with me a lot about butterflies, and she used to do butterfly releases for people that were going through something physically or emotionally. And she did a butterfly release for me when I went through breast cancer. And when I was in recovery, I'd already had my treatment. She released a butterfly, and I got to watch that beautiful baby fly off. And it was so awesome. But she taught me a lot about butterflies and how they're so fragile when they first come out of that cocoon, and they have to really feel their wings. So we have to feel our wings as well. We have to really immerse ourselves in spirit and in our spiritual family and get that understanding that we need. Okay, page 11. says, "Dear ones, memories are the threads that connect you to the eternal. They are the whispers of your soul, echoing through time. They are. Get as many memories as you can in your lifetime because they don't go away. They're going to stay with you. All that beautiful love energy is going to be right there with you." Oh, hello, Dave. Good morning to you. I'm so glad you're with us this morning. And so much love to that Wolinski family. I'm going to come see you, Dave, a fair warning. After our weekend together in Pennsylvania, I'm going to run over to Vermont and get a big hug from everybody there and just see the beauty of that area at this time of year. All right, so no, I showed the wrong one. Let me change that to Deirdre. Prayers for all humans, for Gaia, and all who live on her back, for world peace, attention to human trafficking, and support for all families dealing with drug addiction or alcohol addiction, whatever might be their choice. So thank you for that, Deirdre, our sweet prayer that you offer us every day. And pea soup, Erica. I'm going to make some soup for the gathering for the weekend at Awakening Spirit. I hadn't figured out which kind of soup to make yet, so I'll see what that looks like. And Lily Ann is offering prayers for all in need around the world and for her family and our family, for Mother Gaia and all livings, and extra prayers for her son Michael and her grandson Gabriel, her daughter Stein, going through some hard stuff, and for me, her son. Well, you are my star, and thank you, Lily, for that beautiful prayer. Oh no, Pruchetta, I've been really good. I feel awesome. And Pruchetta says, "Dearest ma'am and family, request for special prayers for me. I'm traveling back to Goofy and Pruchir Sunday morning. My stomach has been really giving me trouble. Well, let's send some love energy your way and see if we can get that stomach to settle down." I get to meet Razzmatazz. I know, I'm so excited about coming there for that. All right, we don't have our Sally on this morning. She usually gives us a prayer for the lost, the lonely, those who are feeling unseen, those who are going through any hard time where they feel abandoned, and the homeless. And I want to add in there all of those that just recently lost their homes through the hurricane damage up in the Carolinas and Georgia and Tennessee and Florida. We had Florida that was very affected on the West Coast. So let's remember all of those who are struggling, trying to put their lives back together now after that event happened. And yes, absolutely, sending prayers for Sally. I know she went to the ER a couple of days ago. I haven't had a chance to talk to her because I've been traveling. And anybody else, if you have a prayer request, if you'd like to put it in the comments, just pray for this family that just left Wyatt and Robin. They're going off, hopefully, on a cruise. We'll see what happens. I'll check the weather when I get off of here and see what it looks like out there. No, Blue, I haven't talked to her, so I don't know how Sally's doing, but let's just please keep her in our prayers. Oh, I certainly will, Annie. I'm going to give Stacy hugs from everybody when I get to meet up with her. And let's pray for her dad. Her dad, she told me, is having a really hard time. That after the loss of Stacy's mom, he's been kind of lost. So let's lift him up. And I know that Brookie's dad is in that same boat after her mom had passed this year. So it's really hard for people when their loved one that they've been with most of their life is no longer there in the physical. All right, let's just go into our hearts right now. Let's remember all of those who are suffering in some way. Let's remember those who are the caregivers, those who are helping others going through the hard time. I know that Joanne's mom is in a facility up in North Carolina and has family checking in on her. So those who are ministering to their loved ones going through a hard time, let's lift them up because it's hard, especially if your loved one has dementia or something else going on. It's really difficult to watch them go through that process and to just start dwindling. So lifting up all the caregivers in the world. And yes, thank you, Blue, praying for Suzanne and her family in Germany and her daughter and her son-in-law that's deployed and all of his no, what do you call them? His tribe that's in his troop that they are away from their families right now. And he says, my brother Cyrus undergoing testing. Doctors are saying he has lung cancer. Well, let's send love into his lungs. We'll absolutely do that. Okay, so let's go into our hearts. Just breathe that beautiful love energy in. And let's release today. Release anything that's unlike love. You may be holding on to things that you don't even realize you're holding on to. Maybe there's some fear that's in there. Our state of the world is tumultuous right now. There's a lot of chaos. There's a lot of conflict. Things just seem to be firing up, just like those solar flares. You know, it can get pretty intense in some parts of the world. So let's just send a release out of that fear for it to turn into positive energy that will flow back into the earth plane. Let's let go of anxiety. Let's let go of regrets and anger. Anywhere we were disappointed at someone or something or our own self. If there's any place that you're looking at in your life that you just don't feel good about, let's send some energy in there for healing. Let's let go of all of that. Anything from the past we're releasing today. Just let it go. You don't need to hold on to that energy. Focus on the now moment. Where are you right now in this moment? Are you safe? If you're not safe, then please get help. But if you feel into your energetic field and your physical body, are you safe in this moment? Give thanks for that. Give thanks for safety. And all those things that happened in the past, maybe there was abuse in one form or another. Maybe you weren't seen, you weren't heard or acknowledged. Well, now is the time to use your voice, to speak up for you, to let that inner child know that you care and that you want to let that little girl or little boy have its words to say. Breathe in again. Feel into that energy again. Are you safe? Are you happy? Is there a joy inside of you? If something's diminishing your joy, what is that? Take a look at it. What's holding you down? And is it your energy? Or are you, like a lot of empaths, holding other people's energy inside of you? Are you taking on the weight of the world right now? Because there's a lot of weight out there, and we can't do anything about anybody else's journey. When we look at the world and things that are happening, look at the fact that we can't go and physically fix things. And to hold that energy as our own, you're just doing a disservice to yourself and to the world, because the world needs our vibration to be higher. So let's lift that now, all together. Let's lift our vibration up, 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 as Marietta says. And as my friend, my beautiful friend Sharon says, where are we going? We're going higher yet. Let's go up to that higher plane. Let's go up right to the Creator, to that great central sun, and let's leave all those burdens. Let's leave all those prayers. Anything that we see is not going right, that's our own judgment. We don't know what's happening. It may be exactly what's needed to turn things up, to move things around. So let's just leave everything right here. Just drop it right now, like you're dropping a hot rock. Leave that energy. It's not yours to hold on to. Anything from your past, any hurts, any disappointments, just drop it. Leave it right there with the Creator, where it will be seen, it will be acknowledged, and it will be answered for the best and highest good of all, which we don't know. We don't know what that answer is. That's why we bring it to God. That's why we say, here, I can't do it on my own. My job is to simply care enough to bring it forward. And that's what we're doing together. And we're releasing it together. We're not going to hold on to what we expect to happen in any situation that's going on in the world. Doesn't that feel good? Doesn't it feel good to release that responsibility? You don't have to hold the weight of the world anymore. Just leave it there. There's a divine plan, and it happens with divine timing. So if you're not seeing a movement and things you've been praying for, nothing's happening, just know that it's all about divine time. And we have to have that little thing called patience as we wait for the answer from the divine. But we have trust, we have faith, and we believe that everything is being seen and acknowledged. And we're just going to wait for that answer to the prayers. And the one thing that we do have, we have love. We have love for each other. We have love that is beyond anything that we can even imagine in this world. That love lifts us all higher. So let's do that now. Let's give some love to each other. I'll play our Leo Leo, and we're going to share love and gratitude that we do every day with those words. Thank you. I love you. Let me stop the birdies from singing. Uh-oh, where'd they go? There they are. Stop these little birds, and so grateful for the sound of nature in the morning. And we're going to hear the sound of Leo singing to us. And Blue says, stay grounded, stay in your body. We tend to be half in and half out. Whoops, where'd you go? Ba-da-ba-da. I can't see your message now. It's scrolled. Hang on. We tend to be half in and half out during this time until November. In the middle, it's important to stay grounded. It certainly is. And Joanne, I saw a message from you. I had a very interesting conversation yesterday about the only way to defeat evil is to send love to it. It's the only thing that defeats it. We have to hold a higher vibration, sending it out to the collective consciousness. Absolutely. You don't give resistance to any of the darkness. You just send love into it. And shining that light, what happens when you shine light into the darkness? You see again. You open up and you see the reality of what is. Thank you, Julie Kiss, letting go of all that does not serve me. Oh, you all are beautiful this morning. And Deirdre got us started. Let me get Leo to sing to us. And I know Leo's made some new music. I'm so excited and can't wait to hear that new music, Leo. All right, so here we go with our Morning Cuppa song.
Good morning, Earthlings. It's time to get up and get ready because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go.
Come on, come on.
It's a beautiful day.
These are not dancing dogs, Blue. I want you to know. Your dogs have to be the dancy pants and the waggle butts.
There's always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels, and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning cup full of joy, every day it is. Just start
Aw.
the day on a high
Did we
vibe,
wake
because
you
the
up, little
triple A.
Moosey?
Morning cup
Did
full
you
of
wake
joy
up?
with
You
all
want
the
to come
peace and the
dance?
power. The daily
Come on,
mantra is
people
thank you,
want to
I
see
love you,
you.
namaste. Morning cup full of joy, every day it is. Just start the day on a
Thank you,
high vibe,
Andre
because the
Greg. I'm
triple
getting so
A. Morning
excited
cup
about
full of
meeting you
joy
in
with all the peace
person
and the
and
power. The
getting
daily mantra
Andre a
is thank you, I
hug.
love you, namaste.
Full of joy. Oh, that's so true, Brookie. I'm going to put that up here for everybody to read because this is really, really true. That sometimes when we think things are breaking apart, they're really coming together. And then you have that breakthrough and you say, ah, aha, I get it. Oh, love you so much, Brookie. And you're letting go of so much. Yes, indeed. Let it go. No need to keep carrying it. Don't you think, Moose? What do you think? Right? There's no need to keep carrying all that. You got to see this kid. Bless our sweet Moosey. He's going to be my morning companion for the next week. He's not a dancer. He's very hyper most of the time, but he's serene right now. I think he just doesn't know what's going on because mom and dad took off and he's here with this strange lady, but he has no clue what's happening. Oh, thank you, Leo. Allow. Triple A, y'all. That's right, Blue Jean. Recognize what's yours and what's not yours. We don't have to carry other people's energy. Isn't Lucy adorable? I just love this kid. And Moose, you're getting barks. Oh, that's Leo getting barks. It's okay, we'll bark at everybody. You do have eyes. His eyes get covered up by his hair. I'm so glad he settled down. He was really hyper last night. Oh, Deirdre's helping. Here we go. Woo! Thank you, thank you, thank you, Peas. I love you so much. You all are right here, always, always in my heart. You're in that angel mobile, which right now is in D-Land, Florida, and just going to experience a time of peace this week, of just sitting in that beautiful energy. There's a lake behind me, and the sandhill cranes are in the area. I'll get to see them. So I will see you all back here tomorrow for the afternoon cup of joy when we get together and we see what messages are going to come through from Spirit for everyone. Stay in your heart. Stay blessed. I'll see you tomorrow. I love you so much.